And hello to you. Here we are back at Survivor Cooking, and I'd like to introduce you to Bronx. He's our new little man on the set. He may be taking Chef Jim's place because Chef Jim has had some issues. I love him to death, but you know, we're going to talk about that later, and what he's, hopefully, if he's willing to share what he's planning, his plans are as far as dealing with some of the issues, health issues that he's had to deal with. And there's Cook. She's taking a nap right now. I don't want to wake her up. So looks like my help, I'm short-handed on help today. There's nobody really around but me. Let me look out the window. I think we do have a visitor, one of Chef Jim's friends. Oh, there's Dog. Hey, Dog, how you doing? He's come up to help yesterday to help me deliver the refrigerator that we have in. Dog, as I said, is and look at that. Chef Jim is out with his friend, and they are just coming back from assisting Earl and his daughter, well, mainly his daughter Felicia. You haven't, I don't think, met for a while, seen for a while on our show, but she'll be one of our guests, and she's going to have a show of her own. We'll talk more about that later. And looks like Chef Jim is trying to be incognito right now, so you know, we'll leave them to their business that they're taking care of, whatever it may be. He's counseling with Dog, his buddy. We got some new neighbors. Jerry has moved away, Jerry Penman, and we'll talk more about that later. But for right now, let's get to the kitchen and see what's going on with our pizza. Because it looks like Chef Jim won't be, or will be, I don't ever know, possibly joining us and possibly not. So here we go to the kitchen. Oh, and look who's there. Hi, that's Sassy. She likes to chew. She said, what was that? What'd you have to say? Oh, here comes Bronx and Sassy. They're quite the characters. They get along very well. Chef Cook kind of thinks they get on her nerves at times, but yeah, well, you know, because the biting, she does like to bite. But okay, so we've got our sausage started, and as I just fried it up in a pan. I'm down to one burner, so I'm boiling water right now just to have in case I need it. And I'm going to put that over that pan. I did put my sauces out that I'm going to try to make my pizza sauce out of. I'll add some seasoning to that, but you know, we've just got your generic tomato paste. This is a pretty good brand to be generic as far as taste goes. And Manwich, or you know, you can improvise with some type of tomato-based sauce. Our cupboards are bare in there, but I did have some sausage that I had to save. And the containers that we recycle, it came in real handy, because with me using ice every day to try and save the food that was going bad because my refrigerator was zonked out, I was very thankful to have that little recycled plastic container to put the cardboard box sausages in there. It saved them just in the nick of time for me to get my cheeses. Now we got, looks like some Swiss cheese left. We got some pepper jack. And I believe if we go down in the basement, which, you know, as we're going through the house, you'll see these areas of my home and office and domicile where I live are in dire need of repair from top to bottom. The basement, we've got a little flood, well, not flood, but we got a situation, a leak or something going down here, so that I'm getting some water in the basement. We got to deal with that, a plumbing issue. And let's see. I think I've got, oh, yeah, I used another one of my recycled containers. I do that all the time. See, I take and recycle turkey containers and use them for butter. I've got my butter in there, which I don't think we're going to need that for the pizza. We might though if I'm out of oil. But I've got this Kool-Aid container, which I took it in the basement because it's cooler there, and was able to save my shredded cheese. I used up the mozzarella on another dish, which I ended up throwing out. Shame. It was delicious. It was a vegetable dish. We'll make that someday. It had vegetables and meat in it, and then the cheeses, and I think it had like an Italian flavor, if I remember right. I don't know, I throw together things to survive, and been fortunate and blessed that they come out tasting pretty good. So, I think that coming from a cooking family, a family that loves to cook, like a lot of yours do. So we got to get this cheese out of this container here. Give me just a second. And